we're going to try again here. All right, chapter 4. So many students use things such as databases, spreadsheets, word processing, some financial software. Just do not confuse a spreadsheet with a database, okay? Spreadsheets like Excel. Access is a database. Different types of popular software licenses, either usage-based, how many times did you use it, capacity-based, how many times could you use it, software as a service where you outsource the network over the network and you rent the software, like, I don't know, some version, commercial version of Google something or another, or a subscription. So which one is going to give you the most reliable and continued type of income? Well, that's going to be some sort of a subscription license where you keep reselling the license every 6 months, every year, every 5 years, however frequently that might be. Some things you need to remember is that freeware produces no income. And shareware may or may not, because people usually look at it and go, shareware equals freeware, not going to pay for that. But they have some problems because it has, the person that wrote it has no requirement to help you make it work for you. So you may end up customizing that. Think about this thing. A perpetual license only brings in income one time. One big shot, that's it. And so they have to charge enough at that one time to make up for what they would want to acquire over a 5 or a 10-year service life. So you're not going to get that cheaply, that perpetual license. And personal single-use license, you have to remember that that one only allows one single person to use that specific copy of the software. Nobody else can sit down at that computer, and you cannot loan the software out. That's it, one single person on one machine. Bad idea. Well, maybe not. So those multi-user or multi-year contracts, they sort of spread that thing out. And when they talk about most fair, what does that mean? Cheapest to that small business? Well, how about limited use, which means I can only use it 30 times, or I can only use it for, whatever. And then if they do need it again, they can renew their little license and go on from where. But most likely, how many people are going to be using that software? Probably not very many and not very often, right? So limited use. On to C5. Consider those important aspects of design. And what does that mean? You have to have the data needs. You have to have the right model. Refine the model so it actually reflects what's happening. Build the database so that it can be used. That means involving the users, because they're the ones that have to make it go. We read an awful lot about this in discussions about software where the users have no idea. All of the special features, they go special. If it's a special feature, we're not interested unless it does what our company wants, and our people know how to use that. I'll say back to this board question, right? You want money. That's the issue there, money. And that means you have to have your ducks in a row, meaning what? You know what it's going to cost, training-wise, downtime, how long it's going to take for the company to recoup the money they spend to get this thing to work. You know how reliable it all is, and you have all of that prepared, because if you do not know, someone's guaranteed to ask something and you're going to go, I don't know. And there it goes. Your shot at selling that software package was just destroyed. You need to know. And you need to tell them what they're going to get out of it. Are they going to be able to compete better? How much quicker? Whatever, all right? So you have to have those positive factors. So how could you secure and protect Wi-Fi? Well, number one, get it off of Wi-Fi. That's the big one there, because anything wireless is subject to intercept and decryption or decoding. But if you do have to have Wi-Fi, what do you want to do on it? Well, let's, how about use a VPN so we're encrypted at least partially? How about encrypt it fully? And then how about some firewalls to keep other people getting inside once you have it? All right. Well, you think about QR codes here. QR codes, you have QR codes on, you can drive down the street and walk up to a restaurant, and there will be a QR code that will give you credit for something when you walk in the restaurant and sit down. Oh, there'll be QR codes over all of the stuff in the grocery store, and you go, wow, I can get whatever you can get for that. All right, so do the same thing for your campus. All right, there you go. Thank you. Great week.